Have you ever been sitting quietly when your dog gently places a paw on your leg, as if trying to say something? That small moment might seem insignificant, but it holds an entire world of emotion. Not everyone notices it. We often think of ourselves as the caretakers and lovers of our dogs. But the truth is, sometimes they're the ones trying to connect, comfort, and be there for us, in the quietest, most heartfelt ways. You're probably familiar with their tail wags, barking, or licking your hand. But have you ever paused and asked yourself, is there a deeper meaning behind each of these little gestures? If your answer is yes, then you're starting to step into the real world of silent hearts, a world where language isn't spoken, but felt through gentle touches, tilted heads, and quiet sighs beside you. In this video, we'll explore 16 seemingly ordinary behaviors that actually carry deep emotions and messages. Sometimes love, sometimes a quiet cry for help you may have missed. And the best part? Once you understand this silent language, you'll realize you're not just their owner, you're their true soulmate. If you believe that every small action your dog makes has a touching reason behind it, let's dive into the first part, where we'll uncover what it really means when a dog places its paw on you. And hey, if this video touches your heart, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button so we can continue this journey into the emotional world of pets, where every small step tells a big story. Maybe you're scrolling through your phone or just sitting quietly after a long day, and then a tiny paw gently rests on your hand. No wagging tail, no barking, just a soft touch. Most people might smile and think they just want food. But the truth is, this simple gesture might be a deeply meaningful form of communication. When your dog places its paw on you, it could be saying, "I'm here. I need you." Sometimes it's affection. Other times, a quiet cry for comfort during moments of anxiety or uncertainty. The magic lies in the fact that whatever the reason, this action always stems from absolute trust. A small heart reaching out to connect with yours. And if you pay close attention, you might notice your dog yawns right after you yawn. Coincidence? Not really. Researchers have found that dogs can mirror human emotions, just like a best friend who syncs with you without saying a word. When your dog yawns after you, it's a sign of empathy. But it can also be their way of releasing tension, resetting their mind, similar to how we stretch after a long day. So next time your pup yawns, don't just assume they're sleepy. They might be sharing a peaceful moment with you. Then there's that full body shake, even when they're completely dry. That shake isn't about drying off, it's an emotional reset. Dogs do this to refresh themselves after feeling excited, nervous, or overwhelmed. It's like rebooting their mood, a quick emotional refresh. Sometimes they do it after being lightly scolded or sensing tension in the room. Amazing, isn't it? What about that adorable head tilt that melts your heart? Every time you say, "Want to go for a walk?" and your dog tilts its head, your heart probably melts. But behind that tilt is a sincere effort. They're trying to listen, understand, and process what you're saying. Some dogs do it to hear better, others to get a clearer view because their long snouts block their vision. Either way, it's an intentional, active way of saying, "I'm listening, go on." And then, there are days when your dog quietly approaches, gently rests their head on your leg. No barking, no demands, just a peaceful moment. They're not asking for food or play. They just want to be close, like a tired child seeking comfort. When your dog leans their head on you, it's more than love. It's a whisper. With you, I feel safe. That same deep feeling comes when they rest their head on your lap and lie still. Whether you're watching TV or feeling down, they'll just place their head there, quietly. It's an incredibly intimate act that's often overlooked, but it's one of the strongest expressions of trust. In the dog world, resting their head is something they do only with those they feel closest to, and you've been chosen. One of the most powerful, yet underrated behaviors: eye contact. When your dog stares at you without needing anything, they're not asking. They're observing you, like a child looks at someone they love. Those eyes might not speak, but they carry loyalty, affection, and sometimes the silent question, "Are you okay today?" Sometimes you'll see them panting and sticking out their tongue even when the room is cool. Many think it's just heat, but it might actually be a health signal. Panting without clear cause can indicate stress, anxiety, or even mild heart issues. But if they're near you and looking at you while doing it, it's a message. You're the calm I seek. Some dogs follow you everywhere, from the living room to the kitchen to the bathroom. People might call it clingy, but it's actually a deep protective instinct. In the dog world, following someone they trust is what guardians do, not out of fear of loneliness, but out of a desire to ensure their loved one is safe. When they stick close, it's silent guarding. No commands needed. Then, there are those moments when you're drained, your eyes vacant, chest heavy, and suddenly, your dog comes close and sniffs your face. No fuss, just a gentle nose touch. It may seem small, but it shows they sense your mood. Their nose can detect hormonal changes when you're sad or stressed. By sniffing you, they're checking, "Are you okay? I'm here." Even cuter, when your dog lays belly up, legs relaxed. It's not just "scratch me," it's complete surrender. In the animal world, showing their belly is a vulnerable act. If they do this in front of you, it means you're their safe space. When they gently lick your hand, it's not just because it tastes salty. It's a gesture of gratitude and comfort. Like a soft kiss without words, they're saying, "Thank you for being here. I love you." It's how they nurture the bond, and one of the most delicate ways they show affection. One day, you might hear a soft whine, not out of pain or exhaustion, just a whisper of a sigh. If you listen closely, it's a heartfelt call. Maybe they feel a little lonely, or maybe they just want a moment of connection, like when we softly call out a name just to hear a response. A gentle whine isn't a demand. It's a quiet longing to be noticed. Then there's a behavior many misread: turning their back to you. Sounds rude, right? But, in the dog world, it's an invitation to play. When they show you their back, they're completely unguarded, ready to have fun. It's like a carefree hello, and when you pet them in return, the emotional conversation begins. Sometimes they'll press their head against you, almost like a little nudge. It's not begging or sulking, it's connection. In dog language, a head bump says, "I need a little attention. Just one hug is enough." It's a subtle, heartfelt touch, louder than words. And finally, there's the sigh. Not always exhaustion. Sometimes, in the stillness of the room, you hear a deep, slow sigh from your dog. It's how they release stress, like we do after a long day. But sometimes, it's a sign of disconnection. If you listen closely, you might hear the message, "If you can, just stay close a little longer." All of this expressed through their body, eyes, breaths, and the tiniest touches. What may seem meaningless is actually a whole emotional world your dog is quietly trying to share. When you start listening with your heart, you'll realize you're not just a pet owner. You're the one they chose to love. If this made you look at your dog with a softer gaze, If it helped you understand them more deeply, click that subscribe button. Because in the next videos, we'll keep decoding that silent emotional world, where love needs no words, just a glance, a touch, and that's enough.